am here in the studio, and my favorite part of the show, interviewing locals like Ryan Salm. And you were talking about karma bums. We've been touching on it all weekend and this morning. Give us the rundown of what it is, first of all.
So basically in 2013, myself, Jeremiah Kent, Martin Cavada, and Jay Sanovich got together and decided that there was an event in India called the Kumbh Mela, which takes place every 13 years, in which pilgrims of the Hindu faith get together to bathe in the Ganges River to basically cleanse their sin. If you get in the Ganges in 5 separate days during a moon cycle of Jupiter, the moon, and Earth, then it's said that your sins are cleansed and you skip the cycle of rebirth.
Sounds like I need to do some traveling.
Yeah.
I need to get on over there.
And I had 37 years of sin, so I figured
it was due. Time was now. And correct me if I'm wrong, but when we were setting up this interview, you said it was one of the largest gatherings of humans in the world.
Yep.
Or the largest?
It is known as the largest religious gathering on Earth.
Okay.
And they have a hard time figuring out what the numbers of people that actually go, but it's somewhere between 80 and 120 million people.
Wow.
Over a month and a half period.
So what, I mean, other than the 37 years of sin that you've accrued over time, what else sort of brought this idea on?
I work as a photographer, and also kind of got my start by traveling to far off places. And this is something that I just kind of, it happens every 13 years.
Oh, wow, okay.
When that cycle of when the moon, the Earth, and Jupiter are in a certain orbit.
Uh-huh.
So I had it on my radar, and I heard about it, and thought it would be a crazy thing to go to, obviously, for photos and to hang out and to check out. And we entered the paddleboard idea in with it to find something basically to do with ourselves while we went.
A little cutting edge, too, get those different angles. So you produced a film on this, again, Karma Bums, and describe how the film sort of flows, and how does it start out in the U.S. and cover the whole trip, or just describe it, the little synopsis.
It basically starts off with a quick synopsis of how beautiful Lake Tahoe is.
Of course,
gotta start there. And then it basically takes us to this festival that we kind of did the whole thing pretty blind. The goal was to do the adventure as old adventures were done, without a ton of background. We wanted to go to this thing, see what the festival had to do for us and what we could do for the festival, and then the goal was to find out how to put paddle boards in the river at this festival and to paddle however many days. We figured it would take us about 5 days to get down the river. We thought it was about 120 miles, something like that.
Okay.
We don't know exactly. All we had was a printout of a Google map.
Nice.
We didn't bring, we brought some superfoods with us, powdered coconut water, and some little bits of superfood, and everything else was figured out on the river. We didn't have to pick anywhere to stay. We basically just found a place and got on. But we started off at the festival, and that's kind of a huge part of this journey, was to get ourselves around this festival and then figure out if it was even cool to do this.
Right.
And then we encountered a lot of difficulties.
I'm sure. So this film, 2 years in the making, gathered thousands of hours of footage, I'm sure. Is this going to be the world premiere?
This is the world premiere at the Tahoe Art House, Tahoe City. And then we have one other showing this month in Los Angeles, the Silent Movie Theater.
And this is all going down on Wednesday, the 11th. Doors open when?
7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Movie starting just after that. Tickets just $10 at the door. Tahoe Art House and Cinema, really up in the game in Tahoe City. So a big shout out to the owners and marketers there. But you can catch Karma Bums, and with Ryan there, with director Jeremiah. Will he be there as well?
Yep, and we also have an original score for the whole movie done by New Orleans musician Mike Dillon, who's a percussion player, which is really awesome. He did the whole music for the whole movie. Very
cool, guys. Well, big shout out to all the work you did, and good luck at the screening on Wednesday. You're watching Tahoe Today. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with the folks from the Powder House Demo Center giving us the ski of the day. Stay tuned.